Good evening. Nice. Can you hear me? All right, nice. Clean eating. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Unprocessed, organic, no sugar added, definitely no corn syrup. I'm only going to eat real food. Local, simple, whole, unprocessed, all natural. I am taking control of my life, taking charge of my health. No more junk food, no more garbage food, no more hyper-palatable, mass-produced, over-processed, sugar-laden, artificial dyes, artificial colors, artificial chemicals, pesticides, genetically modified, poison. Clean eating is en vogue. I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, but I guarantee you every person in this room has probably had a thought about whether a food you were eating is good or bad. The problem is when these judgments about good or bad foods become internalized and you start to judge yourself as good or bad. I'm good because I ate clean today. Or I'm so bad because you ate dirty? What does that even mean? Clean eating and the catchphrase, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, has become the new diet in this diet culture and wellness culture that we are all swimming in. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with making conscious choices to nourish your body with foods that feel good and support a good quality of life. However, it is Project Maria's mission to spread awareness about eating disorders. And frankly, clean eating is code for dieting. The intentional restriction and control of food for emotional or moral reasons or for health reasons, and frankly, in most cases, people don't mind if they're controlling their weight. Dieting is a huge risk factor in the development of eating disorders. Bulimia, anorexia, binge eating, OSFED, and now orthorexia, which technically is not a diagnosis in the DSM-5, but the unhealthy obsession with healthy eating is becoming more and more prevalent in this wellness culture that we live in. This is the dirty side of clean eating. With our growing infatuation with food morality, more and more people are becoming stifled by the rigid rules surrounding their healthy lifestyles. Clean eating can really be a slippery slope, and it flies under the radar in many cases of eating disorders because we do, as a culture, value and extol the virtue of clean eating and being good and eating real foods. We talk about junk foods, we talk about processed foods and added sugars and refined sugars and this demonizing of bad foods. Chemicals are bad. Oddly enough, all of our foods are made of chemicals. There's your banana. Food fear-mongering is so commonplace today, and the demonizing of our junk food is really problematic. This can be very dangerous, and I urge parents to really watch your language when discussing your food choices in front of your children. Think in neutral terms. Not good foods, not bad foods, not junk foods. Think neutral, and all foods fit. When thoughts of what you are consuming start to consume you, when fear and anxiety start to paralyze your ability to enjoy life and spontaneity, when you can no longer go out for social interactions without worrying about what kind of food is going to be available to eat, or when 90% of your day is preoccupied and distracted about your food choices and where it comes from and what chemicals are in it, and is it organic or is there gluten, you may want to take a step back. When the rigidity of sticking to a healthy lifestyle encroaches on the quality of your life, you may want to take a step back. The magical thinking that the perfect, chemical-free, all-natural food diet is somehow going to miraculously elevate you to immortality or a perfectly disease-free future is very erroneous thinking, and again, can be a very dangerous, slippery slope. Not everyone who enjoys a healthy lifestyle is going to have an eating disorder or has an eating disorder. But I do urge you all to be aware of the dirty side to clean eating. I do urge you to be aware that it can turn into a mental nightmare. And I definitely urge you to seek professional help if you have any of these struggles. And there are resources available, specifically intuitive eating or the Ellen Satter Institute can offer really good, intuitive, unharmful insight into food approaches and even child feeding approaches to have a neutral and healthy relationship with food. So lastly, I want to leave you with this from Ellen Satter. It's my favorite way to think about eating and the approach, because if not clean eating, and if not dieting or healthy lifestyling, what is the alternative? And Ellen refers to this as normal eating. So what is normal eating? Normal eating is going to the table hungry and eating until you are satisfied. Normal eating is being able to choose food you enjoy and to eat it and truly get enough of it, not just stop eating because you think you should. Normal eating is being able to give some thought to your food selection so you get nutritious food, but not being so wary and restrictive that you miss out on enjoyable food. Normal eating is giving yourself permission to eat because you are happy, sad, or bored, or just because it feels good. Normal eating is mostly 3 meals a day, or 4 or 5, or it can be choosing to munch along the way. Normal eating is leaving cookies on the plate because you will let yourself have cookies again tomorrow, or eating more now because they taste so great. Normal eating is overeating at times and feeling stuffed and uncomfortable, and undereating at times and wishing you had more. Normal eating is trusting your body to make up for mistakes in eating. Normal eating takes up some of your time and attention, but it keeps its place as only one important area of your life. In short, normal eating is flexible. It varies in response to your hunger, your schedule, your food, and your feelings. Thank you.